In today's video, Conor McGregor denies report of alleged attack on woman in Ibiza, Makhachev trolls McGregor, Jamahal Hill sends out a warning to Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith explains his UFC 283 weight miss, Belal Muhammad continues to take shots at Gilbert Burns, and Gilbert Texeira's coach explains his decision to retire from cornering. Conor McGregor is reportedly accused of attacking a woman on a yacht during a recent vacation in Ibiza. On Monday, Spanish news site Ultima Hora reported that McGregor has been named in an incident in which he allegedly struck a woman multiple times and threatened to drown her during a party that was celebrating his birthday. This took place the weekend of July 15th. The woman then jumped off the yacht to escape. Initially, McGregor's involvement was ruled out by Spain's police, Guardia Civil, according to sources cited by Marca. The alleged victim, a former neighbor of McGregor's, reportedly first told officers that McGregor attacked her, then said it was not him. She has since filed a report against McGregor in Ireland, resulting in the case being reopened. McGregor's spokesperson Karen Kessler has released the following statement to the media, vehemently denying any involvement on his part in this alleged incident. Mr. McGregor is steadfast in his denial of all accusations made by a guest on his boat. Makhachev trolls Conor McGregor by impersonating the Irishman riding on his bike.
Не делай дамага, не делай добра. Переверни да Иисус.
You tell yourself things, but you don't execute on them.
UFC middleweight champion Alex Pereira has been welcoming the idea of moving up to light heavyweight, and it's something Jamahal Hill is interested in. During a recent interview with Middle Easy, the newly crowned UFC champion called out the Brazilian to move up and face him at light heavyweight. The only thing that interests me is, like they tell me, he, Pereira, might come up. Come on in, my boy, whenever he decides. Oh yeah, I can go up there and f him up. Come on in, my boy. All that smoke, all that. I was there in New York. I watched UFC 281 live. All respect to Izzy, but I'll knock Pereira the f out. Hill also recalled the moment he realized Pereira might be bigger than him. Alex is a beast, bro. Dude is big as f, bro. I said this in New York like January. We both did a signing together, me, him, Vicente Luque, and Aaron Blanchfield. I said that then, like, this motherfucker 185, I was like, this dude's big as f. This dude is bigger than I am. And I'm like, okay. What do you guys make of these comments from Jamahal Hill? Would you like to see him fight Alex Pereira at 205? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. During Friday weigh-ins for UFC 283, Anthony Smith missed weight by 4 pounds for his backup role for the vacant title fight between Jamahal Hill and Gilbert Texeira. However, his services weren't needed as both Hill and Texeira made weight and fought as scheduled. Speaking on the most recent episode of the Believe You Me podcast, Smith, who's known for criticizing fighters who miss weight, said that it was 100% his fault and he has no excuses.
But I can't even tell you what happened, because no matter what I say, there's a reason. There's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes that nobody sees. I was in shape. I was really low a couple weeks ago. And shit happens, and I have no excuses. I had a job. I had to go down and make weight to be the alternate if something happened. To be fair, I was still there. I was still ready to fight if something happened and someone had to pull out. I still would have fought. I just wouldn't have been eligible to win the title. But I don't have any. I have no excuses. I've been an absolute asshole about people missing weight. You got one job. You got to show up on weight.
Exactly.
Like, that's the easiest part of the job, right? So I stand by everything I've ever said about everybody else, that you have to make weight, that it's not an option, and I'll accept whatever shit's coming my way. It doesn't change my perspective.
Smith also assured fans he did his best to make weight, but things didn't work out and he will never miss weight again.
It's not because it wasn't for lack of effort.
No,
it wasn't for lack of effort. You know, I spent 48 straight hours cutting weight. Like, it wasn't a lack of effort. You guys didn't. No one see me on the scale looking like I had an additional 20 pounds to lose. Like, I got close, but it wasn't close enough, and that's my fault, and it'll never happen again. I'll be the first one on the scale in my next fight.
Belal Muhammad continues to take shots at Gilbert Burns. On Tuesday, Belal posted a video on his social media where he gives shoutouts to UFC rankers for putting him in the number 4 spot, 1 spot ahead of Gilbert Burns, who's ranked number 5th.
Shout out to the rankers. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you guys understood the situation. I just beat number 5, Wonder Boy. I beat number 5, Luke, and I had to fight them back to back. So then I'm looking at number 4, Gilbert. Should be the next step, but I got ducked. So then I had to go downward to number 15-0, number 7, John Brady. Beat him because I was ducked. So I'm glad you guys aren't falling into this narrative. I'm glad the world, smart world, would understand that Sean Brady's just a white version of Gilbert without the fro. So why would I duck him? I appreciate you guys, rankers. I appreciate you guys. You guys are smart. Congratulations on beating number 14, Neil Magny, who would probably lose to Jake Paul. Congrats, man. Congrats.
Glover Texeira announced his retirement following UFC 283's loss to Jamahal Hill, and now his head coach John Hackleman does the same. At one point during the fight, Coach Hackleman tried to get the bout stopped between rounds due to the damage Glover absorbed in this fight, but he was outvoted. On Monday, Hackleman announced that he's done cornering. In an interview on SiriusXM, John revealed the real reason why he's chosen to retire from cornering.
No, I haven't liked cornering for a long time, and it's a big thing with me. And I talked to Tony Robbins about it. I'm not trying to be a name dropper, but he did change my mind. I was gonna retire from it right when Chuck was done, and Tony Robbins basically sat me down and looked right in my face, and he had his hand on me, and he goes, you don't have the right to retire right now. You have too many people depending on you, like Glover and some other top fighters back then, and not top fighters but fighters. And he just said, you don't have the right. You promised them you're going to be there for them. You need to be there for them. And then when they're done, then you can take you can retire and not take any newcomers. But right now you owe these guys. To be in, work with them. So the last few years have been really hard since then. I've been doing it, but I get breakdowns. I get nervous. I get freaking, the week before a fight, I'm freaking pacing all day. My poor wife, I don't know how she tolerates it. And I'm like, okay, it's the worst feeling in the world.
And here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Dr. Democles. Second place was found over Twitter and was posted by a user named DMr8. And our top pick was also found over Reddit and it was posted by a user named RawPower20. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.